Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be discussing my K-pop unpopular opinions. Please keep in mind that this is my own personal opinion, so if you don't agree, that is completely fine. K-pop fans have started to throw around the word plagiarism way too much. The only form of real plagiarism that I've seen come out of this year is the accusation against Pledis' new boy group TSW. While I can definitely appreciate Bang Cheok's groups and his ideas that he's put out within the K-pop industry, his idea of removing the K in K-pop is something I completely disagree with. He is the prime example of letting money go to your head. He made the biggest boy group in the world, so now he thinks everything he says goes. Taking the K out of K-pop is literally just a money ploy to get K-pop groups more awards and get on charts more, and that is literally all it is. And the funniest thing about it is that doesn't change the race of the artists. They'll still get discriminated against regardless. The idea of K-pop in itself is what has made many people even interested in K-pop. So taking the K out of K-pop literally defeats the entire purpose of K-pop. And from a business standpoint, I can understand where he's coming from. But from a fan standpoint and an actual consumer of K-pop, I don't get it, and I don't think that's what we should do. This one might be a little bit controversial, but hear me out. I do think that we should just stop asking idols about their political stance. Now, when it comes to idols who are very public about how they feel politically, that is where I can understand why you would ask, why you would want more information. But when it comes to idols who aren't very open on their political stance, they never shared it, they don't care to share it because they want to be private about it, then I suggest everyone respect their privacy. I understand from a fan point wanting to know where your idol stands morally and if your morals line up, but this is where we need to draw the line. Because when it comes to the idolization of idols and these parasocial relationships, it becomes a thing where people love this idol, they stand this idol, that they automatically have the same beliefs and morals. Stop thinking that these idols think like us, that they would never do this because you would never do that, so they would never do that, because in reality, that's not true. We have no idea who these people are. We have no idea what they say and do off camera. They're not these untouchable beings who can do no wrong. They're human. They'll always do wrong. They'll always make mistakes, and you're not always going to agree with every single thing that they agree on, because that's just life, and that's just how people are. Also, at the end of the day, if you find out that some of these idols don't align with you morally, it's okay for you to decide to not stand them anymore, to not be a fan of them anymore, to not support them, whatever you want to do, because that's your choice. And at the same time, it's their choice as well to decide to stand in their morals and not change them just because a couple of fans say that they don't agree. Stop victimizing idols. Now, this doesn't pertain to whenever it's very obvious of what's going on and they've come out and talked about it, the company's come out and talked about it, or literally it's very clear what the situation was and that this idol was an actual victim. This pertains to fans who love to overanalyze things that are not fully there. And what I mean by this is that people who claim a certain member is being bullied by the rest of the members in a group without any actual evidence. It's like so-and-so gave them this glare, or so-and-so said this about them, and so they must hate each other. Stop doing that, and stop posting it all online for other fans to see, and even maybe the idols to see themselves, because you create this wave of other fans who latch onto this and exploit it and run with it, and then they start analyzing every other interaction that they've ever had. This has been going on for like years in K-pop, but I think now I'm just at the age where I'm just so tired of saying it, because like I said earlier, we do not know these people. We don't actually know what's being said behind doors. We don't know how they act towards each other. So stop analyzing little minor situations and blowing it out of proportion. It can be actually really detrimental to that idol and to the group itself. A lot of members no longer want to be playful with certain members because jokes can get taken out of context, and a lot of them won't even want to interact with certain members. And while this might just be seen on camera and maybe off camera, they are the same, but we genuinely just don't know. Like, I'm all for calling out a company or calling out a member because they blatantly said something rude or they blatantly did something rude. Like, it was right there in front of you. There's no over analyzing it. There's no joking about it. It was obvious that they said what they said and they did what they did. It's honestly just best to not assume. So I do kind of want to go off of the two opinions I just shared. I do think idols need to be called out for being colorist, racist, and more. And I wish people would stop shaming fans for holding them accountable. But at the same time, idols do not owe us anything. If they want to be blatant with their morals and ignorance, even after their fans have explained to them why it's offensive and morally wrong, let them be. It says way more about them as a person. And if you decide that you no longer want to be a fan of them or support them, then that is totally fine and your choice. And if you decide that you still want to be a fan of them after that, that is still your choice. That's all for this video. I know a lot of these are probably a bit controversial, but I hope everyone can at least understand and respect my opinion, because I'll respect your opinion even if you don't agree. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Bye bye.